1881, good luck. So we knocked that before, no head-to-head score. We get black for this one. So our pawn. Only 200 games on the going berserk, so that might be a sign that that's not really their rating level. Outrated by a lot on berserk mode, so they're probably not really an 1800 level player. But we'll find out. We'll play the normal carol. Indeed, knight up here. d5 is still the correct book move, it's just where I want to play something different. I could go d6, I suppose. Let's mix it up and play d6. Just in my opponent going berserk, I suspect they're not really an 1800 level player, so I'll mix it up here. So I think bishop up is still a fine move. Just got to watch out if I get kicked back and go really attacking. But I could trade pawn up, that's what he's gone for. So do I want to walk into this and allow it to happen? No, I think I'm going to take. Okay, now I'm going to push this pawn up as well and just leave a nice little chain here. d5 is the correct second move, not d6. I'm just getting out of the more standard theory here. So queen up could be a move to pressure the pawn. Doesn't achieve a great deal, I don't think, though. Let's bring my knight up. Let's just develop the knight. I could potentially push. If I push here, he's going to get this nice structure, which I don't particularly want. So I'm just going to develop this knight. Maybe knight across. Slow and steady does it. I'm just debating when and how, if I should push anything. Queen up is a move to attack this pawn I've seen, but king safety comes first. Yeah, he's pushed forward, so I like the idea of just a simple knight up here, allowing bishop up. I could go here though, and try and shut down this centre. It might cause f4 later on, but it's probably a good idea. I'm going to play e5 rather than d5 this game, just because of the way the pawns have panned out. I'll just boost the audio a bit, just so I can hear the moves a little bit easier. So we've kind of moved away from a normal standard carry. It's probably more like an e5, e4, e5 game rather than a carrow game now. There, I think knight across seems like a decent move before bishop comes down. He could take, I've taken as a target, so maybe I'm better to take first. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's take and then knight across, bishop up and castle, that sort of concept. So we'll play knight up here to stop bishop there for one move, and we'll just develop and try and castle. Okay, so he's played forward, but I'm not trying to attack there, I'm just trying to develop and castle. Also, he's played queen back, so he wants to launch one. So we've got this, we've got this. f4 is what's coming, so take. Does it matter? I'm not sure it does. Is bishop up a move? f4. If takes and pawn takes. Can't quite take, can I? But I can throw queen up first. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play queen up, then if bishop down we can grab a pawn. We're just stopping this immediate f4. Now I'm just going to castle. Knight up could be a move, but I think the bishop's just got a very natural retreat. f6 could be a defensive try at some point, but not f5. Oh, he's played forward. Now that I didn't expect, so he's attacked my knight. The knight is loose, so what have I got? Knight to f6. That's the natural square. Then the bishop could come down, I guess, but here... I don't see another move there. I don't really like going here because there was nowhere else to go to. But he's determined to push on here, so how do we deal with that? I guess we just drop back. Although drop back might give him rook across. Forward I don't like. Let's just come all the way back there. Then at least we've got the option to drop the knight back if needed. Oh, he's played the bishop back. Okay. I'm just going to activate the rook, try and get forward, or even sack an exchange. What about a pawn? Don't like that. That might give me knight in to attack the bishop there. I'm going to go forward and hit that bishop. He could try and take a pawn. We can try and trap the bishop. Whether there is a trap is another matter, but I think he'll probably more likely drop back. Oh, he's allowing us to take, so he wants to open the file. But that feels like something we should do. So again, we've got the option to play queen up and we can hit 2 pawns again. He can attack this knight. We've got a retreat square, but at least we've got one. So it's got to be good to develop and pressure the 2 pawns. If we get this one, the knight then becomes weak. And that one, the king potentially becomes weak, so it's a threat. So he drops the knight back to guard both. There's got to be something here for us. There's got to be something. Is h5 a move? Then here we can take. h5 could actually be a potential move here, but it could be a disaster waiting to happen as well. How to do this? I guess queen up's a move here. Attack the bishop, attack there. If you can't go back here because of the rook. So we'll threaten this pawn, threaten the bishop. It's a case of does he go all in, but if he goes here now, we just take. So he comes in to attack the rook. Okay, it feels like I should be doing well here. So can I sack? Here. No, it's just a piece. So I'm going to play the rook as far forward as I can, trying to go after his king. So he's finally jumped forward and hit the knight. So again, is it worth a sacrifice? Take here. I don't think it is. Let's drop back. If the queen wanders forward, we're threatening a move like queen up and going after a checkmate. So there's a strong threat there. It might turn out to be nothing. Say he goes here. Well, hold on, I've got bishop up as well, haven't I? Actually, I like bishop up. I don't think a sacrifice works, but bishop up, it's got to be a good move, right? And then if queen in, we can go here and plant the bishop. We're putting pressure on the pawn. We're still threatening queen up, but right now he's got... Oh, if he does this, I can go here. He can go back. There's no easy, obvious way through now, but we're lining the pieces up. We might need to sacrifice and get rid of that knight. Oh, he's gone there anyway. Surely that has to be a good trade for us. No, that's got to be good. Now, I do have this check, but he can easily block. So I'm going to take and try and check here. And then what's his idea? A check's got to be good. Bring the queen closer and he'll probably have to step forward. Otherwise there's a problem. But can I get my knight into the game? Can I go here? Or do I go a safe route here? But then my knight is stuck. Rook here is not a move. So what about going here and threatening the bishop then? Where do you go? You've got there or there. And then maybe we can just launch one and go stupid and launch it forward. We can go here actually and get the knight up here as well. Here, check, we just simply block. But what about this first then? If takes, we can always take back. I've got to do something. I don't want the bishop left here, so I'm going to challenge the bishop. If takes, I think we'll find a take. He's gone back, so can we try and go here now? If takes. If he takes back, he's in a pin, but he's probably fine. So how do I put pressure on? I don't see. I still don't have rook there. I'm just going to chuck a pawn. I'm trying to keep him under time pressure. I've already used more time than my opponent's got for the whole entire game, but I don't see how to get my rook across and forward. Now, if we trade, it's just an end game. Should be good for us, but do we want to? Take. I'm going to trust I can play a decent end game, so I'm going to launch one here. Get my knight, back into the game. Oh, that gets my rook across. Challenge this open file before he gets there. Get forward. If he takes, we're alright here. So there, I think I can just step up. If he goes here, he's got nowhere to come forward. Oh, I missed that move though. I missed that one. But I can check and attack this, and then I can maybe drop back here. I'm going to go forward, check, and maybe here. Or I'll go aggressive and go here. Oh, I've got knight here. I can develop my knight to guard here. If he takes, I can take, and I'm threatening this and this. Obviously, he's got this one. So what's he done? He's gone here. So let's take back. Okay, he's attacking our knight, threatening to win here. So I've got bishop back, or I can take here. I think I should drop the bishop back. Okay, he's gone to attack another pawn. So I can check, and he can't actually retreat. So that could be a problem. Where's his king gonna go? It'd be annoying if there isn't an actual checkmate net though. But his king can't retreat. He's only got one legal move. And then he's just resigned. Yeah, he might be able to play on here. He might be able to play on because I don't see the forced checkmate, but there might be one here. Or here he goes back and it's mate. Yeah, there is one. Here, he has to go back and it's just mate. So there's a mate in 2. So we kind of stumbled into that there, but an interesting game though. Let's just see what it was in engine speak. 38 moves. They're the move times for both players there. I'll have to check the account later on. If my opponent uses berserk mode a lot, it'll be a way of effectively like bringing the rating down below where it actually should be, but I'll check that a bit later on. But it was indeed just level here until a one mistake leads to a mate in 2. Oh, it's been a bad blunder here. +6 and we've missed something. So we built up a really good advantage and then we've missed something and blundered it away. But worse out of the opening. So 85 and 80 on the accuracy. I've still played an half decent game, though not many mistakes, but I've made a bad blunder there and missed a win somewhere. So let's see what it was. Nothing being flagged for either side here, just all good moves. Until queen goes back, yeah, h4 straight away there. And we should have played the bishop up. I looked at that, didn't I? But it was inviting f4. I mean, maybe you just do takes, takes and drop the bishop back, but then you're inviting f5. So I should have played bishop up. That was a move I was looking at. And it's still better for white. The preferred move is just to trade from the engine. But what's wrong with f4? Take, take. And I can't take back. Maybe it activates my knight after I drop back. Something like that. But that's not what the engine likes there. So fair enough. So you see it's a little bit better for white now. But we're just gradually bringing it back. Just gradually now getting into the game. So it was good to take the bishop. These are all good. And then he should have played a3 just to attack the queen. Or maybe the idea is if I take the pawn, you get bishop back with a tempo attacking the queen. a3. And then queen to b3. I should have just actually shuffled forward. Not taken the pawn, yeah. So, but we're now 1.5 better, but we're coming up to this blunder point. We can see it with b5 there, so we've missed some forced sequence somewhere here. So f5 was the move. I didn't think it was trapping the bishop, but it must have been. f5, bishop takes. So what's wrong with pawn takes? The move is bishop takes, g takes, knight c3. Oh, if pawn takes, I wonder if there's a checkmate line with pawn check here. You have to take, activate the rook. You might have to go back and then we're crashing through. Oh, rook takes. Knight takes, queen takes, back. There must be a forced line somewhere, but what's wrong with that? I just turn the engine on. So e takes f5 is +8. G takes. See, knight to f2 is the best move here, but if you do that, we can take with a check and then take the queen as well. So bishop takes f5, now it's thought. Yeah, e4. There's an e4 move. The king goes to g4 in this line, or takes. Actually, it's taking, it's updating, isn't it, if you let it think with that green bar. Okay, so there might have been something there. I missed it. I should have been bolder and played f5, and I missed it. And it's just now back to level. Now we've done a bit more manoeuvring. Eventually did play f5 or turn that off. Then here, it's still a dangerous position. So I should have played rook across and attacked his bishop and not worried about the pawn. That's what I should have done. Okay. But then we just get a bit lucky here where we stumble into a checkmate. It's just level here and he's blundered a mate in 2. Oh, it's actually made this move. It's actually just made immediately. I was looking at the discovered check and it's made that move, but it's actually just mating one now. The knight's protected and the king can't move, so it's just checkmate next move. But if you play knight check here, it's a double check, so the only legal move is to go back, and then you've got the rook there anyway, because the knight covers the square, and that at least I'd seen it, so, but it was actually mate next move. But an interesting game, very good.